So yeah, a lot of crazy things happened in the 80s. It was first offence, you went to jail for graffiti most of the time for a lot of people. And during the 80s, maybe 5,000 graffiti writers went to jail, at least. It was a staggering number, and every single day you'd hear someone going to jail or a number of writers going to jail. It was really hard times. It wasn't easy. Writers that I looked up to and got inspired by, or not inspired by, but definitely respected and loved and treated like kings. And yeah, a lot of bad shit happened to a lot of them. And it's sad to say that a lot of them have passed away. They're not with us anymore. They died young. And it's hard to live with. It's not easy. Especially when you love someone in life and in death. Nothing changes. It's a crazy world. You know, like when I seen Game 2000 pieces on East Line, and I thought, no, I've got to catch up to this dude and paint with him. And he ended up schooling me. He was like the first writer that I hanged out with from Eastwood, from RDF, Rock the Future, and they would stay in their neighbourhood. They wouldn't go travel on other lines. They wouldn't go anywhere. They didn't do anything like that. But I was a bit of a traveller, you know. Like I love doing that stuff. And Game was a really beautiful guy, you know. And I was very lucky. I had a beautiful girlfriend. He had a beautiful girlfriend. And one thing led to another. There was probably about 350 West Ryde boys that wanted Lisa Elliott. She tagged Wild One, and I was the one that got her out of everyone, you know. I've had some beautiful girlfriends. I've been very lucky, very blessed. But his girlfriend, Game 2000, when he lived at the Rocks across next door to the pub, on the third floor, facing the street. We had great times together. We went to nightclubs and danced all night, and come back and do outlines and go painting and do tags. And that's the experience that I'll never forget with a original, maybe the first graffiti writer in Australia's history. He's got to be very close to it, and he's a legend and a king, and he inspired a lot of graffiti writers. He done some phenomenal graffiti. Like he was way before his time. There was another writer, you know, like no one ever speaks about him, but who? TDF, Children Future. Now, he was a freak. He was someone that painted that no one else could match. When they done the battle at the factory, part 1, live on Channel 2, he led everyone. And you know, there was other writers there like Tudor and a few others, Geno and stuff. But he was, no one was like him. He was special and unique. No one could paint like him. And he crushed and burned Melbourne. Melbourne got burned and crushed live on camera. and got destroyed and got laughed at, and a lot of people don't speak about that. You know, a lot of people don't know about that. And then they tried for a second time, and it ended up being a no-win battle. They got completely destroyed. They got smashed. Melbourne got smashed, destroyed, wiped out, and they never asked for a third one. And yeah, I like to get those tapes and upload them and put them on my Facebook, so our YouTube account, so everyone can have a look, and Facebook, and put some little clips on Instagram and TikTok, you know, a few platforms. But you know, people got to know about history and what happened. You know, everyone think that Melbourne run the show, and their king is like Puzzle and stuff, but he hasn't painted for a long time and hasn't done that much. He had a short career, but he'd done a lot of graffiti, and he had a lot of people looking after him. He went to Jollymont. He had lookouts. He had everyone watching out for him. I think Saipan, window down whole cars, has probably done more than anyone else. He's a freak. I love him. He's a great bloke. He's probably the best graffiti writer that I've ever met in Melbourne. The most kindest, generous, and loves to have a drink. We match drink for drink VBs all night, all morning, until we got told to leave. And he's the only person that he could handle alcohol like me. Yeah, so no, he's a good man. He's cheers, Saipan brother. Yeah, no, he's right up there, right at the top of the tree, and I don't think he gets mentioned enough. And I think he's the oldest writer in Melbourne, I think. You know, and age does count for a lot. You know, I started when I was 12. I've painted now 40 years illegally, and now the times has changed. I'm moving on. I'm going to do legals and get paid for doing work, and I put a PayPal account on my YouTube account where you put the description and start getting paid. I've changed my ways. You know, I've stayed underground for so much time, so long enough, and seen so many friends pass away, that my chance of doing something like this, if I don't do it, I'll never achieve what I dream of, my future for 2024 and beyond. It's something close and dear to my heart. It's going to be hard to paint. It's not going to be easy. It's very hard when I do legals, even though I've done legals for the dead and put them up, and people watch me and stuff, and it's just I don't like to be around public people. It's just it's just the way that I was schooled, and the way that the people that I was around has moulded me and made me who I am. I can't change that fact. Nothing can change. What can I do when I get schooled by so many people, influenced by so many people, and then I find my own way how to do things and not get busted? And they helped me, but I found my way was better and their way was good, and acceptable, but mine was perfect. So I've got a lot of thankful people that are resting in peace. And they're up there now, you know, they're on the ghost train and they're on a rattler and they're doing City Circle and it's going all the way through Bankstown line, right around back to the city, and they're all on the train and they're having the time of their lives. And most probably more sooner than later than I'll see my brothers and sisters. I believe in the afterlife. Our body's nothing. Our soul leaves our body. You know, it doesn't matter what culture or where you come from. You believe in one thing, a higher power, one. So, yeah. All cultures are correct. They built so many things and they've all believed in it. You got to believe in the afterlife when you get older. Getting older, it makes you feel good, makes you feel happy. For myself anyway. I'm happy getting old. It doesn't worry me. Sometimes it affects people. They get grey hairs and stuff and say, oh, if I get grey hairs, I'm going to do this and this and this and talk dumb shit. But, you know, that's just a sign of weakness and not living life correctly and haven't been around the right people to know that getting older is a generation of life that should be lived in happiness and for eternity. Something real, something that's, you know, the higher power's there and you feel it when you get older. You feel where you belong. And it all stems from the underground. The first element, graffiti, don't ever forget it. Don't worry about just 50 years of hip-hop. Graffiti was around a long time before that. That's for all the music heads, the 50 years of hip-hop. Everyone's jumping on board and saying, oh, this, that, and this person and that person, and he was first, and this person was first before this person, and I can say this, this, and this, and, you know, just go on forever. Like, everyone should just stop the bickering and just keep doing what they're doing, or if they're not going to be involved in hip-hop or the first element, then move away and don't talk about it, you know? Don't cause dramas. You know, we don't need it. There's so much bullshit's been caused because of hip-hop and everyone's fighting with each other. It's destroying the game. And it's not real. And living life and being in the underground, you feel real. Anyway, peace and blessings. Take it easy. Bang, bang, I'm out of here.